And welcome to the weekly filibuster. I'm John Adams,
I'm Lincoln Neuman,
and today's guest is Ethan Askey.
He's our
expert.
and resident expert on Venezuela.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
You are the resident expert on Venezuela. Can
Well,
I have my last two icebreakers now?
this is a fiend for drugs. This is the first ever episode of the weekly filibuster. We're hoping to eventually do a video podcast. We want to get a little better before we look like this guy. Marley, can you pull up
They're not
my
gonna see
favorite
it.
podcaster?
Don't
Add
pull
it.
up fucking Fuentes.
Oh, there's Nick Fuentes.
So that's
No.
Nick,
Joe
go.
Rogan.
So Lincoln, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about culinary apparently, and also
Well,
since we also Venezuela too.
I wanted to use this opportunity as this is a very rare opportunity for students that I don't talk to our president very much or for seniors. And so there's a hotly debated topic at our school. Everybody has a pressing opinion on it. John Adams.
Yeah.
Why did you make pizza on Thursdays? Why did you make pizza?
Was my choice.
What?
I spoke with Cindy Vickers,
What's that?
our director. She's in charge of the money at the district, and then she also in charge of the lunch program. She said Pizza Day and Orange Chicken Day are the most popular days of the week. So that's all the information I have on that.
Was Pizza
Why-
Day
why-
an institution before you
I
implemented it?
I
or
believe it was.
was it every single day on Thursday?
I believe so.
Well,
I couldn't tell you.
Also, how do you keep getting fucking elected?
this is some.
Okay,
I'm vaguely reminded of.
I
Putin and his
want
elections.
to
Yeah, it's like
share
a
my
Putin thing.
theory.
Against you last time.
I want to share my theory here.
Did you take their families?
People like not changing. People like voting for the same person.
Stability.
Well, like you bring up Donald Trump this
Well, I don't think that's a good example.
well,
He lost though, and then he
was.
came back.
but why did he come back?
I don't think it's
Because
because
how
of
bad
stability.
Biden administration
People
was.
know his name. Look, there he is.
Well, I don't think that's the only thing, Lincoln. I think there was some. I think he just had a lot of support as well. There's people wanted some change.
Why did Harris lose the election, Ethan?
I
Because
thought he was a Venezuela guy.
well, I think she was. It was.
Those are the Venezuelan,
coordination.
Venezuelan gangs that stopped her.
I don't know.
I did. I'm not coming to the podcast. The impression you did.
No, I'm not coming to this podcast saying that I was an
right,
expert
there
in
we go,
anything
there we
but
go.
culinary matters.
No, like video. I don't know why we're pulling up.
Yeah, I don't know why.
They look like.
This is only for us.
Okay. Well,
So
since Ethan's kind of ignorant on this Venezuela thing, can you just give him a little background
Yeah, then I'll be that.
based on what you know?
so there's these narco drug traffickers, right?
Future President Lincoln Newman here.
According to our president.
Future President Lincoln Newman.
No. Our president is John Adams,
No.
and they're narco
American
drug
president.
traffickers. They're 100% confirmed. You know, nobody has any doubts about them being drug traffickers, and they're killing millions. I mean, frankly, hundreds of millions of people.
No,
I think that they're killing,
can you pull up?
and
We can't see what we're holding up.
and then our good Secretary of Defense,
Yeah.
Pete Hegseth,
War. War.
Secretary of my bad.
Looks
This
like
one's blasphemy.
thanks, Marley. A person is
Bomb
bombed
the shit.
every 21 minutes.
By Venezuelans? Not the best.
Well, who knows?
I don't know.
The bomb threats have been so prevalent, the government no longer produces the crime data.
Why aren't there
And
two
we
streams
don't-
of audio?
It's stereo.
And none of the problems about Venezuela have anything to do with sanctions by the U.S. at all. And if anyone has anything to say about sanctions,
Wait, is
they're wrong.
Venezuela the one with the president you've supported?
Maduro.
That's
Chainsaw, right?
Chainsaw. Yeah, Chainsaw.
No.
That's Argentina.
That's Argentina.
It's Argentina. Maduro is the one that
Argentina.
Trump does not like.
They have a lot of oil. Marley, can you bring up Venezuelan oil, please?
It has the most oil out of any country on earth.
More
No,
than the second.
America has more oil. America has best oil.
Well, no.
Best oil, the most oil.
I think that you were the fucking
America.
Yeah, guy.
America
You
is.
use oil to make food.
We're now the biggest producer of oil. Venezuela has 300 billion barrels. The question is, how do we tap it? And so Lincoln, we're sending these boats. In all seriousness, we are sending the Coast Guard and the Navy. Sorry, we are sending Navy ships. In fact, our largest. What's the name of the ship again? Do you remember?
I don't know the name of the ship. It's USS something.
It's USS something. Grover Cleveland, maybe.
Ford, probably.
Or yeah. Anyway, they're
But this
Venezuela. And so there's these ships to deal with these supposed narcos, as you said. But the real question is, are we protecting some kind of oil?
No, my question is, why do they do
Gerald
these?
Ford, yeah, thank you.
They like, will they send them out with like drones and stuff and like with
I think they're
airstrikes?
just using
I believe
naval missiles.
it's been Navy based because I don't think
Missiles off the
we're
boat.
operating in.
It's not been airstrikes. It's not airstrikes.
It's not air.
Space lasers or something?
No, we don't have space lasers.
That's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh,
So
brown,
yeah, she's Marjorie Taylor Brown now.
like the grass after it's rotted.
There
so.
we go. There it is.
People have gotten really upset about one in particular. I think it was the second one that
With the
apparently we hit the boat with one missile, right?
Hit it again.
And then there was a bunch of
Oh.
people like hanging off on like there two of them survived, right? And they're hanging on some rubble. And then
Bombed again.
and apparently they were sitting on this for 40 minutes, right?
Can you pull up the ship?
They were sitting on they were looking at these two people through their scopes basically for like 40 minutes, and then they hit him again.
Wait,
And that's what people are like mad about, but I don't understand why people are like.
They were drug mules. Why were they mad?
Well, the question is were they, Ethan?
No. What?
Well, you can't prove they were not because
I think, as a culinary expert, I think they ingested the drugs that was inside. I think they were.
that's a one right next.
I think they were looking at the bloat of their stomachs to see if they had drugs.
What do you know about Venezuelan food? Do you know about anything about?
I know.
Can I get
and
a
just-
trigger now?
No, but he already paid for it.
Even just. I mean, yeah, okay. So, have you made any of these dishes here?
Look, bring some. Oh, esquitas. I think that's just a South American and Mexican.
Yeah. What is that? Tell me.
Esquitas is I love to make. I'm not saying it wrong, and I think I'm gonna make fun of. But esquitas, as I'm
Sure, keeps getting racist.
as I keep saying, because as Lincoln said, I'm racist. It's basically just charred corn. Esquitas is the version where it's corn off the cob. So
Okay.
not shucked. Not peel. Corn off the cob.
There's a word for that.
It is. I don't know. I forget.
When you take corn off, hold on. When you take corn off it
Corn off the cob.
comes right off the cob.
No, that's
Nah, it's
esquitas right here. Esquitas.
yeah, sure, yeah.
It's what I'm talking about. But that's
So you are a bit expert on Venezuela.
yeah. Again, on the Venezuelan food, I
I thought
I've heard of elote. Trader Joe's makes these great chips. It's like Fritos, but it has elote seasoning. I've always heard of this like street corn of the elote. So
what it is the corn on the cob version of esquitas.
it's corn in a is what this.
Yeah, yeah. Esquitas is basically or elotes is charred corn with like mayonnaise and maybe some lime juice and like paprika and other seasonings on it. It's very good, very tasty.
Sounds
I
awful.
thought if you made it, I guarantee if you made it, it wouldn't be.
Buddy, I have sold. I'm calling expert. I've made vast profits off this.
Like
food.
you do off the icebreakers.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm
making-
You're not a capitalist. You're a corporatist.
My profit margins off these icebreakers are insane.
You're a corporatist. You're a corporate shill.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to tell us about this?
We'll ask some questions. Apparently, I'm the Venezuelan expert.
Well, yeah. Okay, so how do you think people in Venezuela are eating now with this kind of fear, this heightened fear?
Well, I think
how does it compare to like if people have changed their eating habits, in the face of invasions before?
I would imagine that they're probably stockpiling non-perishables and trying to,
Right.
most of them, if they can, if they have the liquid income. Liquid income.
Yeah.
If they do.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
What's the
They don't.
inflation rate in Venezuela right
Yeah.
now?
Is it anything like
Or-
Argentina?
or
Which
what's
has
the-
nothing to do with the U.S. sanctions, by the way.
If you think so, it's worth.
About $53 a month.
Oh, average income in Venezuela is $53 a month per. That's pretty dang.
Looks like a cashier earns about $300 a month. I mean, I think the average cashier in America earns at least
More than that.
$1,800 at least.
A month.
More than that. More
More
than
than that,
100.
yeah.
And it looks
Just like I feel like the minimum wage is like
The minimum wage is-
if they like over like a whole salary, it's like
Wage
something
in California.
Oh, and California higher.
Federally, it's like $7.50.
Yeah. But I've got a friend in Idaho who works at Subway. He makes $7.50 an hour, and he's like so happy with it.
Wait, what?
And I'm like,
Oh, he's in Idaho. Cost of living
yeah,
is-
and I'm like, I
Yeah.
could barely buy a tank of gas with that. I'm sure your Trailblazer. I mean,
My Trailblazer. It blazes trails,
well, sure, but yeah, pull up the Trailblazer.
306 Chevy.
Oh, 6.
We can see it.
No one can see this, but we can. And so it's.
I love it.
Looks like the average 14 is no way.
He's very non-confident when he drives it. Also,
Well,
extremely unconfident.
That's
That's
what I
you didn't
did.
like driving with other people in the car.
Okay, but you got
You also then you didn't like driving in general.
I hate. It's a hot take. I hate driving, and I love driving in silence.
driving.
Music sucks. Worst invention.
That's the 400 I think we're a little off topic.
Is it what are you gonna respond to his take about music?
No.
Yeah, music not being in
Mine
the
said-
car.
This is wrong. I have an inline 6.
Where is my wallet?
What's your wallet for?
But paying this corporate shill for freaking icebreakers.
There it is. $2.91. Oh, that's much.
How much would I get for a
Worse.
nickel?
It's much worse.
How much am I getting for a nickel?
For a nick, that's 5 cents.
It's 10 cents.
10 cents?
That's right. That's
No.
wrong. It's a dime. I know it's a dime. I had a dime in my hand, but
So I intuited that. I didn't actually. This is what I want to talk about. The failing
Can I
of
have
the
an
American
icebreaker?
school. The failing of no, for free. I'm a good guy.
oh,
This is a
you're not a
bribe.
corporate shill anymore.
No, this is a bribe.
Give me the conversation.
This is actually what I want to bring up this topic. The failing of the American school system. I was never taught the difference between a nickel and a dime, and the months of the year. I was never taught
Dime
this.
is 10, and it's the smaller one for some reason, and the nickel was 5.
Yeah, I know the smaller ones were 10, but I've never taught the names. You can't associate the names.
I probably got that wrong too, to be honest.
So okay. So back to Venezuela because that is our supposed topic du jour.
Why was I brought on the Venezuela episode?
You're the Venezuela expert.
You're the expert. It's a beautiful country. You don't hear. I mean, you don't hear people going
Is
there.
tourism a big part of the Venezuelan economy?
Sometimes it's not.
Well, I mean, that's beautiful. That's a water.
No.
That's a good observation, John.
Who
There's a waterfall.
cares about nature? Look at what
Marley just pulled up a photo of a waterfall. Oh my God, it's a
Venezuelan economy is tourism.
observed that it's a waterfall.
This is
Is that how you search? Okay,
Let's
so
go all so we get the A and I. My great.
about 15%. That's not great.
that's not. I thought it would be higher. I thought it'd be a lot higher.
15% of the entire.
No, I
GDP
think
is-
people aren't going there anymore is because
What is the entire? What percent of the U.S. GDP is tourism?
I think it's like 10%, right? No, it's like 7, 6,
yeah.
6, 7, 6. I think 6, 7.
15% is pretty good, but that tells me that there's not a lot of other things going on.
Oh yeah, tourism only
3%?
3% here.
Yeah, 15% is high. That's really high.
I would consider it high.
Yeah, but I think there's some countries that it's higher, which I don't.
The question,
Obvi-
the point
yeah,
is that it's declining because no one wants to go there because they're going to get bombed.
So how do we fix that?
Okay,
How do we-
How do we fix that?
Seriously though, like, what do you think the chances of like a ground-based invasion
From the U.S. into
in
Venezuela?
the U.S.?
like 30%,
30%?
which is pretty high actually for like
Factors go into
massive
this
invasion.
calculation.
Well, I feel Trump. He ran on like the peace.
Get closer.
Oh God,
You're
fine,
far away.
fine,
You're mumbling.
fine, buddy, fine.
And
He ran. I mean, obviously he's not because we bombed Iran. We've been bombing just murdering these random people in Venezuela. He's obviously not the peace candidate. But
Well, okay,
part of
in
his
Venezuela-
popularity was he tricked a lot of people into, believing that he was the peace guy. So I think
Trump
there-
again.
he did promise. His number one promise was that day one he would end the war in Ukraine.
and
Wait,
also,
no, so, but I
day one he'd also end the war and
going back a little bit. I have a question. Are these
It's not
people
a war.
getting in their boats getting shot? Are they in Venezuelan waters? Are they in?
Well,
the
that's
Caribbean. They're an international.
international. That's the point. We're not actually. That's the point. We're not actually like engaging and encroaching on their sovereignty, which is kind of the big thing the South's trying to see.
I keep hearing like that it's like war crimes, but they're not actually war crimes.
Because we're not being
war.
committed in
We're
war.
not war, and we're just normal murder. It's like a mob.
That's so much
thing.
better. It's so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be trafficking drugs. They could be trafficking people, and we could be blowing up all their human.
Look up what percent of the Venezuelan GDP is from drug related.
I mean,
I don't know. I
okay,
think there's gonna get the numbers on that. To be honest,
Yeah.
We're
some kind of estimate. Call it 20%.
More important.
That I'm not surprised.
No, I read this article a few years back where they were using bananas to smuggle cocaine to the United States.
Yeah,
How does that work?
10% of drugs coming into the United States are from Venezuela. That's actually a fact. That's
What
that's
about-
the number.
Compared to Colombia.
So 90% of drugs coming to the United States are not from the Venezuela.
Well, that's
And Trump, what was?
drugs then?
I know it is. What? Who is the guy that Trump just pardoned that was like convicted of drug trafficking? He was the president of the Latin American country. I forgot who it was.
Was it the Argentina guy?
no one.
Oh no, we were buddies with Argentina. He was pardoned. Or I don't know.
Honduras.
Honduras now.
There
This
he
guy
is.
just got he's got indicted, or and he got a pardon.
Well, Zelensky is also facing some corruption charges.
Is he?
I think he is. Yeah.
and he's
What?
and
I don't know.
I respect Zelensky. He makes some good food.
I sure
His
I'm not like
shakshuka
I'm
is
not
pretty.
like
I
a strongly
believe
pro Zelensky guy.
I believe that he's asking if I'm not clear on this, but he's asking for immunity, or for a trial on the corruption charges after the war, because the war is going on,
That makes sense.
which would make sense. And it's also an argument that we can see, you know.
Yeah, but
Now, what do you guys think about Trump potentially going to war uh
continue.
to extend his term?
I don't think that's not when elections still happen in the U.S. when there's war abroad. It have to be like a domestic war.
But can't he?
FDR.
If not president, there was 10 elections.
Well, it's an interesting theory because we've never had an election year that's been at the beginning, direct beginning of a major war.
The direct beginning, maybe not. No.
Right. And so if war breaks out 2 months before November, and there is credible, I'm in air quotes there, credible threat to
Launch nukes.
our way of life, the president could argue that he or she alone is uniquely capable of defeating the enemy because they have more information on the situation
We need a
and
united front.
need a united front.
Wait, what? Tell me about the scenario. 2 months before an election is happening.
Call it
Well,
September.
in the candidates get briefed on classified briefings, like
Oh, I know that.
during both of them, whoever it is, even if they're like down significantly, like Hillary Clinton got briefed on a bunch of classified information.
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's how it works. There, I don't think there's any, unless we were being actively invaded by like a foreign nation, which would never happen. Then
You don't know that.
There's no president.
then yeah.
There's no presidents in the election. Um. All right. Well, we're gonna take a moment to thank our sponsors here. We are sponsored currently by Rowan Magnuson Boat Repair, who has generously donated a non-working audio mixer, and also supported by the Arcata Hydraulic Department.
Ethan Aska as well, bringing the only actually working microphone.
You're just our. You're just our.
Do all guests have to bring
Don't
their own
look like you're
microphone?
a fucking sponsor.
All guests have to bring their own.
We're looking for sponsors. So if you're just sponsoring the Weekly Filibuster, hit us up. We'd be happy to take your product and shamelessly shill it. For
Only through audio though, because we don't have.
well, we may be expecting the video.
That's
Carmela's
enough money.
Victor hit me up. I've got a Apple MacBook here, so
Are you just flexing on all over?
I'm just saying, Apple hit me
Yeah,
up.
you were flexing on the guest speaker in AP Econ today. He was like, "Oh, I'm actually the head of the Treasury in the Trinidad or something." So it was just kind of insane. I was like, "Wow."
Oh, there's our sponsor, Reed. Yes, definitely.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's go back to the topic here. Ethan, you said some questions for me.
Oh, I kind of just.
Yeah, we left.
My question is the piece of. You seem like very ignorant on this. Everybody I've talked to has blamed you, John Adams, for the quality of the pizza during
This
Thursday.
is why we need a strong, charismatic leader. What was Hamilton saying? So that people can blame him when they're upset.
An empowered leader, I believe.
I don't think that's what he said.
The terminology.
I don't think that's what it was.
Wow. Okay, Ethan, question for you here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish to make?
To make? Ooh. I am pretty strange in my taste because I'd like to just eat the same thing over and over and over again as long as it's very good.
Yeah.
And my family's kind of
Right,
pressured
you
into
can
that.
talk. You're allowed to talk.
Just talk, Harley. But so what my favorite dish to make, just because how easy it is some type of like it's basically like a fajita bowl with esquitas on the side with some sour cream and lime juice on top. It's very good. It's very
sounds
delicious.
delicious.
I love to make.
Debatable. He's arguing he's arguing to me today that he could cook a better burrito than Wildberry's burritos.
I
think
could.
it's black.
Just a fact.
You never eaten a Wildberry's burrito.
There's burrito.
Oh, now that is something I want to fucking see. Because if you're telling me you can cook a better wild burrito than a Wildberry's burrito, you're lying. How would he miss with a
Let's say
that's
not it.
We go to Wildberry's website.
There is.
Wildberry's marketplace website.
Let's
Go to their
burrito.
hot bar burritos.
No, like what gives you the balls to just say that you
That's bullshit, frankly.
No.
That's bullshit.
Listen, given enough time, we can make any dish better than anybody. Okay, but I could very easily find a recipe that's just better than Wildberry's one. But if I wanted to make my own recipe,
We're talking about,
I think that'd be pretty. I think I can still do it.
if you just buy better quality beef than Wildberry.
Oh, I can do it with worse quality beef than Wildberries.
So you're saying your technique alone,
My technique and my seasoning knowledge.
you're
Now here's the thing: it might be very slightly more expensive because I don't have the supply line, the same supply line as Wildberries. So
right.
it might be more expensive.
Okay. So
It'd be better.
A lot of people think this was a hot take.
It'd be better and bigger.
Actually, what I'm saying is this is actually a cold take. If you actually tasted
I have tasted Wildberries.
burritos, not just in Wildberries. I'm saying just the burritos in all of Humble. If you taste them all, you know the Wildberries is the best, and that's a cold take. If you take
It's
them all.
a very hot take and a very bad take.
What do you say about Esteban's?
I've never eaten there, so
So this is a uninformed take. You're making baseless claims that are
listen, buddy.
you're directly contradicting me and my credibility as the
culinary
culinary expert. Okay,
Well, I thought you were a Venezuelan.
no. It's claiming out the culinary expert. You guys described this.
How are you gonna put the Wildberries burrito over the Esteban's burrito right now?
It tastes better.
The Wildberries burrito is minuscule.
It's small, yeah, but it's good.
80% beans.
That's not true. You get the bean cheese grande.
Marlon
The
says
bean cheese
it's not
grande
about
is not as
the size
good.
Of
If
the
you-
wave, it's the motion. of
I'm
the
talking
ocean.
about
That's
the
very true.
shredded beef burrito or the chicken chipotle.
I can make a better either of those versions. I can make a better one.
It's bullshit.
Okay, Ethan, I'll ask you something about something here.
Sure.
This is going to be a recurring segment, which is John's pick of the week.
Is this like a Kelsey pick?
It's and my pick of the week is, of course, you know this, Marley, you know this, Lincoln. The only show I've been talking about for the past 2 months. True Detective, season 1, starring Matthew McConaughey and as well as Cole, and
I've seen YouTube shorts of
Woody
this.
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson
I don't remember his character.
as Marty something.
I don't think that's his name.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen the
You gotta
show.
watch it.
I've seen various YouTube shorts.
I'm sure you've seen. There's a very famous. There's a really
I could not place any of them, but I've seen.
there's a really famous clip he's talking about. You tell like the faded memory of a town.
Wait, this is. I think I have seen this. In the TV show, it's like one season long.
One season. I mean, there's other seasons of it, but I don't know anyone's
There's
seen.
only, there's only one good one.
I don't think I've seen it.
Wait, I think I have seen this.
Well, I mean, have you? Have you not? Do you recognize that symbol there?
I don't.
Well,
I
that's
think I have
pretty.
seen this.
That's an occult symbol, and basically, the show is about a string. I mean, the kind of premise, I guess, is a string of murders in Louisiana.
Sounds familiar.
Really a cult. They seem to happen for no reason. There's no connection between them except they all have something to do with some kind of supernatural association.
Getting water. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So help me out here, Lincoln. So,
I don't know anything about the show, to be honest. I watched it and it was really good, and I kind of just forgot about it. A dip under cousin.
what it shows you is, Ethan, more than anything.
What is the lesson of this TV
The
show?
lesson of the TV show is
That's a
that
good question.
things are messed up in
Kind of
Louisiana.
just nihilistic.
The church,
Nihilism is pretty much
the church controls a lot, and during this investigation, they frequently try to interfere with it.
So, is there some themes of like separation of church and state or anything?
Definitely. So Russ Cole is
he's a nihilist.
he's a nihilist, and that's McConaughey.
Then he becomes a Buddhist at the end.
But yeah. But the main theme of it, I think, is just redemption. You see, the Russ Cole of McConaughey was a 4-year undercover drug agent, and then he becomes a detective.
I have seen the show.
I think you should watch it.
Watch it again.
Yeah, that's Sean's pick.
I've seen it like years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Would
my Kelsey pick of the week is that I think it's going to be.
What's that? What's the Kelsey pick of the week?
Oh, wow. You know Kelsey? Never mind.
Who's Kelsey?
Kelsey.
Kelsey?
Gambling site, but for everything.
Pumped Up
basically.
Fun? I just heard watched it.
It's gambling. But
Cole
for
Market.
everything.
Okay, say it. Kelsey.
I don't want to say it, to be honest.
She.
Call sheet.
Shoot. We used to play market.
How many
I've
seconds
heard of Kashi.
after Pete Hegseth gets fired, do you think there's going to be a Jack Daniels in his hand?
So it's just questions like that.
30 seconds. Yeah, I've
You
seen
can put on
I do
anything.
know what Kashi is.
Yeah.
It's a clean guy.
So that's my question. How many seconds until after Pete Hegseth gets fired do you think there's going to be a Jack Daniels in his hand? Because right now he's in big trouble for, first of all, double tapping the boat with the people hanging off of it after looking at it for 40 seconds. And then also because he was using private government messages on just a public social media site. Which
Okay, well let's
actually
think
pretty
of this
base.
logically. So I don't think that
Pete Hegseth.
Pete
I
Hegseth,
think
Yeah,
that's-
Secretary of War.
I don't think that he will have Jack Daniels with him in.
What if he gets fired? What if he gets a call?
No,
from,
I don't
like,
think that'll happen. I don't think DJT.
who's Trump's chief of staff? The woman.
I think DJT will do it himself.
I think his chief of staff would definitely do it.
No, I think Donald Trump wants
To be honest, he was the guy that said you're fired on The Apprentice. So
Well, first woman to ever hold.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing I've learned about Trump, which I didn't actually know, is his cabinet has the most women in it of any president. Which sounds like his bluster.
he's
Sounds like
also
his
the
bluster.
second gay president in U.S. history. I think because I think Hoover was the first one, but closeted.
Did he have a wide stance?
So we haven't had
But Buchanan never had a.
Buchanan was probably.
He had no first
Like,
lady.
Abraham Lincoln was gay. Holy shit!
Oh, pull up that
Did you know
trailer.
that?
Pull up that. There's
Black
a
sex women
trailer.
That's pretty fucking money.
There's a trailer. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Did you see what the wide stance allegation?
What are you talking about?
It's called Portrait of a President or something.
Did you guys?
Just look up Lincoln.
I think you guys need to hear about this.
Yeah.
The wide stance allegations where
What are you talking about?
it's a classic gay calling card back in like the 1990s,
It's not that.
where people in male stalls would put their legs far apart in like a wide stance.
All right. That's very off topic.
To salute.
Hey, Lincoln. Yeah, there it is.
I
Love it. Pull that up.
I have a segment.
Oh, we can't watch it. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear your Kelsey.
My Kelsey pick of the
Wrap up
week
here.
was I think it's going to be 5 seconds.
No,
After
no.
5. He's going to be sitting in his house. He's going to get a call from either Susie Wiles or Trump because Trump is the guy that says you're fired on The
Jack
Apprentice.
Daniels as he's going to call.
I think he's just constantly just fucking hammered, to be honest.
Well, sure, but what's the? Let's think about this logically, okay?
I
I don't think he'll be fired at his house. I
I
think
think he will be because apparently he was at this house when the strike was ordered to like hit. What are we? We're getting distracted with Abraham Lincoln having this.
Bring it back.
Most
to-
notably with
Pull up
Joshua
Pete.
Speed.
Pull up Pete Hegseth.
I want to see Pete Hegseth.
Pull up Pete Hegseth.
And I'll pull up the video. I want you. No. Video of him drinking beer with Fox News.
Well, it's not beer; it's Jack Daniels.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah, there's and
Just-
just
no,
pull up
no,
images.
clip.
Just pull up images. That's enough.
yeah,
There you go.
there. See, I think this is
So
gonna be
this
this,
is-
but
This is happening. Where there
Yeah.
it is.
I don't think that's
5
beer.
seconds.
Leaky, I don't think that's beer. I don't think that's Jack Daniels either.
it's not. But I'm saying that it's going to be Jack Daniels, and it's going to be 5 seconds after he gets fired.
Why is he getting fired?
He's getting fired. I mean, this is speculation. He's probably going to get fired because, first of all, he double tapped the boat, like I said, which, and also because of him getting in trouble with using the Signal group chat to order strikes on Yemen, just blowing up little kids, And
Yeah.
you're allowed to do that on like normal government. You're allowed to blow up little kids on normal government shit. But on like you're not allowed to do it on like. It's basically he was Instagram DMing people that like we should do these strikes on Yemen, which like they don't like. So he's getting in trouble for that. So I think he might get fired, and I think it's going to be 5 seconds after he gets fired.
I feel like you're not thinking about this logically. I think he's going to have to go home, at least, and get a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Even you're the Coleman expert. What's the best comfort food Pete Hegseth when he gets fired?
Hegseth, I think.
What should he go
Come on.
to? Is it some
Or whiskey.
tomato soup and cheese, grilled cheese?
No,
I'm mac. What are we doing?
I think it's
He's
got to
pretty
be.
jacked. I don't think his only cheat food really is going to be out.
I think it's got to be like some type of pasta alla vodka.
Okay.
But heavy on the vodka.
Heavy on the vodka. Or maybe subbed with
I mean,
Jack
he's
Daniels.
constantly talking shit about the other generals and in the military and how they're all fat. So he's like saying that we need to like.
Oh yeah, He told them all. And he said, "We'll need to cut.
Yeah. So I think
We need to cut."
there's no way because we all know everybody knows he's like a horrible alcoholic.
Yeah.
So no disrespect to alcoholics, he takes it to special. But yeah, I think that has to be his own for him to be like as jacked as he is and how into fitness he is. I think he has to. Apparently he was doing. Apparently he's repping out 170 push-ups.
Look at Hegseth physique.
Yeah, he's in his early 40s. Oh, he looks good.
Oh, is that
No, that's not him. It's not him.
But I mean, there he is over there. Yeah, he's jacked.
Hegseth physique.
Physics.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask every guest this. What do you think is your political ideology, Ethan?
Well, now that's interesting. I've done plenty of political ideology tests with you, in fact.
I have no idea who you are. I don't know why you're lying.
Continue.
And Lincoln has always been placed deeply. I think one of the sites described him as faith and flag.
Whatever he's
conservative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Faith and flag.
Yeah.
And so I've always been his democratic counterpart, like kind of pushing him more towards the side of reason, as I call it.
Yeah.
And not so much theology and.
I'm
1 to 10. Okay.
I'm definitely into
What? What's the scale?
One is Antifa, and 10
Wait, one is
was
what?
Oath Keepers.
Wait, one is what?
I would describe myself as a Buddhist nationalist.
You're nationalists. I like that.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have today. Our guest here is Ethan Askey. This is Lincoln Neuman, and I'm John Adams for the Weekly Filibuster. See you next week.